You have a deadline tomorrow. You've known about it for 2 weeks. You open your laptop, and somehow you end up watching a 9-minute video about how pigeons find their way home. You are not lazy. I need you to actually hear that, because for the next 15 minutes, I'm going to prove to you, using actual brain science, not motivational quotes, that procrastination has almost nothing to do with laziness, time management, or discipline. It's your nervous system running a program that was designed to keep you alive, and it's misfiring on your to-do list. By the end of this video, you're going to look at every "I'll do it later" moment completely differently. And I'm going to give you the exact 3-step method I use to actually start the task, not feel motivated. Start it in under 2 minutes. Let's get into it. Let's be honest about something first. You've tried the productivity hacks, the Pomodoro timer, the just do it for 5 minutes trick, the 5 a.m. wake-up routine. Maybe you even bought the planner, the expensive one with the dot grid pages, thinking, this time it'll be different. And for 2, maybe 3 days, it works. And then you're back to square one, staring at the same task, feeling the same guilt, telling yourself the same lie. I just need more discipline. Here's the problem. All of those tools are trying to fix a logistics problem. Time blocking, planners, timers. These assume the issue is that you don't know when or how to do the task. But that's not what's happening in your brain in that moment. What's happening is closer to a threat response. And you can't calendar your way out of a threat response. I want you to picture something very specific, because I guarantee you've lived this exact moment. You need to send one email. One email, it will take you 4 minutes to write. Instead, you clean your desk. You reorganize your phone apps into folders nobody asked for. You suddenly remember you need to drink more water, so you get up, get a glass, come back. And the email is still sitting there, untouched. Now it's 11 p.m. and you're lying in bed and your brain decides, this is the perfect time to replay the conversation from 3 years ago where you said something slightly awkward. Sound familiar? Here's the part that should make you feel something. This isn't a discipline gap. If it were, going to the gym once would fix your fitness forever. It doesn't work that way with your body, and it doesn't work that way with your brain either. What you're experiencing has a name in psychology, and understanding it is the first step to actually beating it. Here's the twist. Most self-help content completely skips. Deep inside your brain sits a structure called the amygdala. Its entire job for hundreds of thousands of years has been threat detection. See a shadow that looks like a predator? Amygdala fires, heart rate spikes. You either run, fight, or freeze. That system evolved to keep early humans alive in a world of literal danger. It was never designed to evaluate a task like write the report or make the phone call. But here's the problem. Your amygdala doesn't actually know the difference between there's a lion in the grass and I might fail at this task and people will judge me. To your brain, a task that feels overwhelming, unclear, boring, or emotionally loaded, like something you might mess up, or something tied to criticism you received before, can trigger the exact same threat response as physical danger. And what does your body do under threat? It doesn't sit calmly and plan. It avoids, it escapes, it numbs. That's not procrastination as laziness, that's procrastination as self-protection. Your brain is doing its job at protecting you from a perceived threat. It's just using the wrong threat detector for the wrong century. This is why willpower alone doesn't fix it. You're trying to reason with a part of your brain that doesn't listen to reasoning. It listens to safety signals. And let's break this down into something you can actually picture. And your brain has, very roughly, 2 competing systems relevant here. System 1 is your prefrontal cortex, the rational, adult part of your brain. It's the part that makes the to-do list, that genuinely wants to send the email, that knows the deadline matters. And this is the part of you having this conversation with yourself right now. System 2 is the limbic system. the emotional, reactive, older part of your brain, home to that amygdala we just talked about. It doesn't do logic, it does feeling, and it is, frankly, much faster and much stronger than your prefrontal cortex in the moment. So when you sit down to do the task and it triggers even a small amount of dread, boredom, fear of failure, or fear of judgment, the limbic system hijacks the moment before your rational brain even gets a vote. Researchers sometimes call this an amygdala hijack. It's not metaphorical, it's a measurable shift in which part of your brain is driving. Here's the detail that changes everything. What triggers this isn't the size of the task, it's the emotional charge attached to it. That's why you can spend 3 hours doing something harder, like a video game with complex mechanics, without a hint of resistance, but freeze on a 5-minute email. The game has zero emotional threat attached. The email might have judgment, failure, or not being good enough quietly attached to it, even if you've never consciously said that sentence to yourself. Procrastination isn't a time management problem, it's an emotion regulation problem wearing a productivity costume. Let me show you how this shows up in real life, because it doesn't always look the same. Phase 1. The perfectionist. You delay starting because some part of you believes if it's not done perfectly, it says something bad about who you are. So not starting feels safer than starting and failing. The task never even had a chance. Phase 2. The overwhelmed. The task is vague or huge. Get healthy, fix my finances, build my business. Your brain can't find a clear first step, and an unclear task registers as more threatening than a clear one because your brain can't predict the outcome. Unpredictability itself is read as danger. Phase 3. The Numb Scroller. This is dopamine seeking as a coping mechanism. The task feels flat and demanding. Your phone offers instant, low-effort reward.
Your brain, given the choice between a hard thing with a delayed reward and an easy thing with an instant reward, will choose instant almost every single time. That's not weak willpower, that's basic neurochemistry. Notice something about all three. None of them are about not caring. In fact, most chronic procrastinators care too much. That's the part nobody tells you. The person procrastinating on their dream project isn't lazy. They often care so much about it that the fear of doing it badly becomes unbearable. So the brain avoids the whole situation entirely. If that just landed for you, if you just realized you've been calling yourself lazy for something that's actually about caring too much and fearing failure too much, sit with that for a second. That's not a character flaw. That's a nervous system trying to protect a version of you that got hurt before. Okay, understanding the why is powerful, but you came here for the how. Here's what actually works, because it works with your nervous system instead of fighting it. Step 1. Shrink the task until the fear disappears. Don't ask, how do I write the report? Ask, what is the smallest possible action that removes zero risk? Not, write the report. Open the document and type one sentence. The goal isn't productivity. The goal is proving to your amygdala that this action is safe. Once you're 2 minutes in, momentum usually carries you, because now you're not starting, you're just continuing, and continuing doesn't trigger the same threat response. Step 2. Name the emotion before you name the task. Before you sit down, ask yourself honestly, what do I feel when I think about doing this? Bored? Scared of judgment? Worried it won't be good enough? You don't need to solve the emotion. You just need to name it. Naming an emotion. Psychologists call this affect labeling. Measurably lowers activity in the amygdala. Literally saying, I feel anxious about this call, quiets the exact threat response that's stopping you. Step 3. Build a 2-minute entry ritual, not a 2-hour plan. Stop planning the whole session. Your brain resists commitment to long, uncertain blocks of effort. Instead, build a tiny, consistent entry point. The same playlist, the same seat, the same first move every time. Consistency signals safety. Your nervous system relaxes around familiar patterns, even 5-second ones. This is why just open the laptop, nothing else, works better than work for 2 hours. You're not asking your brain to commit to the mountain. You're asking it to take one step, and one step doesn't feel dangerous. Do this enough times, and something shifts. The task stops being associated with threat and starts being associated with, oh, this is just something I do. That's not motivation. That's rewiring. So let's bring this together. You're not procrastinating because you're weak. You're procrastinating because some part of your brain, running on software built for a world with actual predators, decided that this task feels like a threat to your safety, your identity, or your sense of being enough. And it did what threat response systems do. It made you avoid. That means the fix was never try harder. The fix is making the task feel safe enough to start. Shrink it. Name the feeling underneath it. Build a tiny, repeatable entry point instead of a giant commitment. The next time you catch yourself scrolling instead of starting, don't add guilt on top of it. Guilt is just another threat signal, and it makes the avoidance worse, not better. Just quietly ask, what does this task feel unsafe about right now? Answer it. Shrink the next step. Begin. If this reframed even one thing about how you see yourself, comment the word nervous system below, so I know this actually landed for you, and I'll pin the most relatable one. Subscribe if you want more of this. Real psychology, explained simply, that actually changes how you operate. Not motivation. Understanding. I'll see you in the next one.